Alright everybody, sorry for that. Of course I had to leave because of some reasons. Right now I'm back, and let's simply go ahead from here on. And of course right now I can just simply share my entire screen, and let's simply check the status of the live, and let's simply get going without any further delay. Don't really have a lot of time for discussing the things here and there. Let's simply get to the point and get it done. Okay, so I'll continue from where I actually left, so without any further delay. Okay, so this is how we were just simply going ahead with the things, and close this. Here we are. We can track many more things. So far we've been tracking only one. I'm gonna be even tracking another thing, and that's gonna be my another host machine. So if I'm not wrong, at a time we can actually track many things. So when it comes to tracking many things, so let me what collections, and that's gonna be the monitoring section. So browser, logging, network, ML, vector DBs, bundles, security, Amazon web, application monitoring. That's crazy, that was just in front of me and I was looking for something else. So when it comes to the application monitoring, I can monitor the Node.js. Apart from this particular thing, what else do I have? Similar traffic, Azure, and open source monitoring, generative AI, ML, infrastructure, OS, maybe this particular section. And from here I can actually select Linux. And what will I do? Right now I'm gonna be monitor two things at a time. So let me generate this, continue. And when it comes to this, this is the thing that I've got. Key and value tag optional, they're just simply optional ones. And what will I do? I'm gonna be just simply creating another EC2 machine too. So I have one machine right now, and I'm gonna be monitoring another one too. So Newrelic, this is gonna be first one. I'm gonna be creating Newrelic 02. This is out 01. Let's keep it like this. Select Ubuntu, and key name Vipendra, and overall things are right. Let's simply select this. So I'm gonna be running my another machine, and over there I will be just simply monitoring Linux host. Again, both the things are actually kind of gonna be doing the same thing, but ultimately here I'm gonna be using another instance. So this is how it's gonna be going ahead. And what am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be running this command. So the command that I have, this curl. So let me copy it from here. Once copied, let me continue. And once continued, detecting new CLI installation. This can take few moments. That's okay, but I need to test the connection. It is simply testing the connection, but it is gonna be failed. That is for sure. Because first of all, let me paste the command that I got. Otherwise, this is gonna be crazy. So let me paste this command here. Once this command is actually pasted, after that I'm gonna be back to my instance, and I'm gonna be connecting to this instance first of all. So this is actually the instance. Let me do one thing, ls. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working, or maybe it's hanging or something. I have to stop it. Okay, I'm not able to stop any one of them. This is insane. For some reason it is just simply hanging, so I'll have to just simply kill these machines. I don't really have any other option except doing that. And let me kill this one too. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead. As for connecting to the machine, I'm gonna be connecting to both of them for now. ls so let me change the IP address from here. Just not this, like this, not 2026. Let me copy this IP address. This is the IP address. Let's simply enter the password. Yes, and it's gonna be permission denied. Why is that so? I have to enter sudo. That is already done. Sudo SSH into this particular machine. So it is just simply saying that warning, identity file given were not accessible. No such file or directory. Ubuntu public key. It is just simply saying that public permission denies public key. Maybe there is no public key or something. This is insane. Maybe Let me connect it to it and check the public key. So let's simply click on connect. Okay, so coding doesn't mean that you have to just simply sit and write the code. Coding also involves this, that you are actually able to operate the softwares like these types of things. ls cd ls a and cd dot ssh ls authorized keys. This is gonna be the public key, right? And I have the private key, so cat authorized keys. So it turns out I do have the key. So what is the problem? Why am I not able to connect it to this? Okay, this is insane. Let's click on instances, and right now I have two of them running. First one was this Newrelic thing. If I click on this is the IP address for that. So coming back to this particular virtual machine, not virtual machine, actually my terminal, this particular section gonna be replacing this. Actually that's the same. And am I gonna be able to connect? No. Why is that so? Something's wrong maybe. Stop and okay, this is escape F10. So it is just simply saying that permission denied, identity was not received, no such file or directory. Identity file within the display not accessible. Oh, I'm not able to access that particular file. Am I crazy? Sorry, that's my problem. I didn't have a look at the either properly, and then I've been just simply wandering here and there. ls stop, and right now it is completely full, like 100%. Both of them, like both the codes are just simply being used. ls cd downloads ls, and the same command that I will be running. And let me change the IP address from here. Okay, this is bad. This was the IP address if I'm not wrong, 248, but cannot be sure about this particular thing. So I'm gonna be changing the IP and like getting the right IP address. The second one, this is the thing. Let me get the IP address, and once I have that, let me paste it here. And right now I'm inside that. Of course, I have nothing inside that, so I'm gonna be running that command. That command in the sense the command that I actually pasted here. Once that is copied, after that come back to this particular section, paste this particular command, and as this command runs, it will install Newrelic. So Newrelic is going to be installed, so that everything is going to be monitored. By the way, stop, if I check this particular thing out, still both of them are running. That simply means if I go to my Newrelic setup right now, again it is still detecting, so let it do that. And installing Newrelic CLI, installing user this Newrelic, welcome to Newrelic. Let's set up full stack observability for your environment or data privacy notice, this connecting to the Newrelic platform. So it's simple. What happens at the end of the day, your machine, whichever machine you have, it just simply runs some code on your machine that gets connected to the main suppose you have a server, then some Newrelic will run some of the code on your machine, and then that will get connected to the Newrelic website, and then all the metadata log information will be just simply redirected to the Newrelic. So there's gonna be one single platform where you will be just getting everything. You will not have to come to your server and look for the logs and all. Newrelic will be telling you everything in the best way possible. Okay, I hope you got that. And again, you don't really need to worry about writing the code and all. You have to just simply click. Newrelic will give you the code. Simply paste it here, run it there, and it will automatically get the remaining things done. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Having said that, installing logs integration. Let's wait for a while. And this particular machine is already connected to Newrelic using Docker. So if I just simply show you Docker sudo docker process status, this one. So this is the Newrelic infrastructure latest. This is the image that is running, and that image actually helped me connect to the Newrelic. and then over here I'm just directly using command for directly connecting to that. Again, there are many ways, you can just simply go with any one of them, and this is how ultimately things work on. So it is connected, installed as golden signal alert. So first of all, log integration agent installed log successfully, infrastructure agent installed successfully, then golden signal alerts. There are many things, but at the end of the day, yes, okay, I'll have to say yes for many times. No notification channel not found for email address Vipin Singh Patel. Creating this, so it's gonna be created. So ultimately 3 things: golden signal alerts installed, infrastructure agent installed, logs integration installed. View your link at this particular thing. So let's simply open this, come back to this particular section, open this. So now it will be telling me about my own device, like I have two EC2 machines, and it will be telling about the CPU uses and how they are actually performing about both the machines right here. So coming back to this particular section, logs, it's mainly gonna be telling me about the logs, and 171 logs found. These are the logs of my machine actually. So it's simply telling me about that. Done executing, validating with progress, recipe alerts and all. So ultimately these are the logs that are coming actually from my machine right now, and they are being saved here. And skip for now, dismiss it. And apart from this particular thing, if I click on attributes, so these are the debug related logs and all. Again, I can just simply close everything directly from here. If I click on all entities, that's the most important part. So inside all entities, I have 2 things. I have this first machine, the device name is actually this one. I have this second machine, both of them are being monitored. In the first machine, the CPU uses is, let's see how much. So it's like it just started right now, because of course that is just a new machine. It is still just simply tracking the stuff and all. And in the second machine that I have, this particular thing. So in the second machine, CPU uses is 100%. It is simply saying that your CPU is being used 100%, and the network traffic has been this much, memory usage, storage usage, and things have been like this. Even load has been consistently increasing on the first machine. So I can just simply track it from here. And the another thing is that I can even create another. It's no use even creating another machine. Rather, what I can do, the first machine is automatically 100% being used. So let me. I can stop it. I can stop. Stop. This is the process that is actually running. Okay, so I'm gonna be stopping. These are the 2 commands. These are the 2 files that are actually running. I can even kill them. So for killing them, I'm gonna be clicking F9. So let me click F9, and now sigterm. Intersend. What will happen then? Okay, so it's like I have to select a file, and then I have to just simply enter that. By the way, one file has been deleted, and the another one, if I click on F9, what the hell, sorry, ls stop, I'm gonna be selecting that file. Let's click on F9, and let's simply click on enter, and that file is gonna be the particular process is going to be stopped, and right now both the process has been stopped. That simply means on my Newrelic side, this load is gonna be suddenly decreased. Again, it's gonna take some time to just simply show me, but so far CPU usage has been 100%, and suddenly it's gonna drop to not 0, but it's gonna drop really less. Okay, so again that is gonna be shown here after some time. Meanwhile, what I can do here, meanwhile, ls cd this, I'm gonna be cd home ls cd ubuntu, and I have my node. I'm gonna be creating node app here as well. So mkdir node app, and what will happen, so far I've been just simply tracking my system. Okay, track my system, how it is performing. Now I want to track a node app. Suppose I'm gonna be creating a node app, and I wanna track how are the things there, and whether it's actually performing the right way or not. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Cd node app, and not node actually, cd/node app. So this is how it's gonna be going on. By the way, I thought it would be hard, but it's not that much hard. By the way, there are some this is like there are some commands SQL like, you will have to just simply understand them, but again they are easy to understand, so not really big problem. So we have done two things right now. Even we haven't explored the widget section. Assignment, try to create the dashboard similar to the following. Even we have to create dashboard. Let's try to create our own dashboard and then we will move to the next thing. So what is happening? If I come back here, it is just simply showing that CPU usage has drastically decreased. Suddenly, CPU uses is back to 0%, not 0%, but for 0.4 or something. So this much, the CPU usage has suddenly decreased. The next thing is that these are the widgets that what I can say. They are directly automatically provided, right? I can create my own widgets, and if you actually click over here. And if you click on the view query, first of all we have expand, add to dashboard, alert, create alert condition. We can even create alert condition in the sense alert me when the CPU usage actually goes above 50% or something. And we have predicted trend, we have get as image, and we have view query. What is this view query? This view query is the query, and this is the command. Because of this command only you are just simply seeing this particular diagram widget over here. So what is this saying? Select average CPU percentage. As simple as that. This is just like SQL like. If you understand SQL, you will be able to understand this thing as well. So it is just simply saying select average CPU percentage. Okay, so whatever CPU percentage that I'm getting here, that is the average. Okay, and as CPU used, so if you actually hover over this, so the name is CPU used, just 100%, like this particular section, the beside that yellow color dot. So you are getting that CPU used 31.9%. so that's what this is it. And then from system sample, so there is a table that contains, there is a table named system sample that contains all the information about your system. So you're just simply saying that, bro, do one thing, get this average CPU percentage as this. So this is just gonna be the name from the simple system. I will be even showing you that where entity grid GUID, not grid, entity GUID, this is just the condition that select where entity GUID, I mean all the processes, they have their IDs. So you are just simply saying that where the condition is this, then time series auto in the sense it should automatically be creating the graph as per the time since 30 minutes, again the duration is 30 minutes ago until now, till this particular moment. So from the time series auto in the sense the graph will be generated as per the timing. So if I just make it 60 minutes, so it is actually gonna be looking like this, the graph will be changing automatically. So hopefully that is the one. And then till it is this particular thing is already understandable. What happens if I actually remove this particular section? If I say that I don't want to get just this, I want to get everything just like this, so what will happen? Let me run it. And when I say we couldn't fetch your data, time series events are not supported, it is simply saying you are trying to get everything and time series is not quite supported. This graph cannot be made when you are getting all the data. Let me delete this as well. Let me run this, and now you are gonna be getting all the data, and that is what I wanted to show. So this is the data in the table format. You have time step, you have agent name, you have agent version, you have AWS account ID, you have AWS availability zones, AWS region, core count, and there's been only one code being used, CPU input output weight percentage, CPU idle percentage, CPU percentage. Again, using CPU percentage you can calculate the average CPU percentage, CPU still percentage, CPU system percentage, CPU user percentage, disk free bytes. Ultimately all the data that you are actually seeing, the graphs that you are seeing here, those graphs are actually being created using the data that I have. And there is something called entity GUID. This is kind of the ID to know that particular machine. So using because there's only one machine, so I think ID is the same. And using this same machine, and there are two machines, this is the ID for that particular machine, GUID, and there are gonna be others for others. Name, host status, host name, instance type, this is the instance type, TT small, kernel version. If you actually have a look at this, all this information is actually coming from the instance that you have, ultimately your host machine. And on the basis of this only you are able to make those diagrams. You can just make the diagrams on your own as well, and we will even try to do that. But ultimately, I hope by now it is clear exactly. Percentage count, sorry, not percentage, processor count. So there are 2 processors, and operating system is Linux. Memory used by percentage this much. Memory used bytes, memory total bytes. So ultimately, whatever you are saying, that I hope it is clear. By the way, coming back to this particular section, what if we want to create the widgets? These are the widgets, and how they are being created. They are being created because of some of the query that we are writing, right? Because of that query, it's just working. If I actually show you the query of this, so if you actually have a look at this, it is saying select average memory percentage, because this is for the memory. So I'm selecting average memory percentage as this, from this, where this khatam. I mean, this is as simple as that. So if you know query, it should be easy peasy to understand. And the same thing I'm doing here. Again, over here, I need my transmit bytes as well. I need my received bytes as well. So if you click on the query, so what you are doing, select average transmits byte per second, select as this particular name, select average received bytes per second as this particular name, and from network sample. So this is gonna be coming from where? This is gonna be coming from network sample. So there are different samples that you have, and entity GUID is gonna be this, and that's it. And if you actually want to know exactly how would I know how many columns I have, how many data columns I have, so you can just simply select as everything over here. First of all, there are different samples, and let me remove this auto, because auto what was that? Time series auto is merely for data, the graph that is being created, so that the graph gets created automatically. Let's not worry about that. And if I just simply run this, and let's simply run this query, so it is going to be giving me the data. So I have timestamps. If you want timestamps, you can just write the timestamp over there. And what was I getting before that? Before that, I was looking for this is the whole table, and from this table, just get whatever you want to get. Transmits. Okay, this is the one. Not this one. Received bytes per second. So this is the section, and transmitted bytes, right? So I should be getting that transmitted bytes per second. So this much, this particular section and this particular section, these were being shown over there. Okay, so this is how it simply goes on. So if you just slowly try to understand these queries, it's gonna be easy to understand them. And as for the logs, I think I haven't configured it for the logs, but let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, we are getting the logs, but there are no logs. And especially for the logging thing, you can use something called multer package, and that will be just simply getting the logs from your device, and even that will be transmitting the logs here as well. So we will even see that. The good thing is that even if I went through it for just I don't know how long has it been, even if I went through for 1 hour, got the confidence that yeah, it is right easy. Because sometimes what happens when you learn something new, and if that's hard, you try to avoid that. In my case, what happens if I feel something hard, I just simply go live on YouTube. Simple as that. So when I'm live, people are watching me, I'm bound to just simply give my 100%. And the thing is that doesn't matter how hard topic is, if you actually give your 100%, if you just stick with that particular topic for a while, you will automatically get that, because there's nothing like the hardest thing. Even human beings just created that has been created by you people, I mean by others like us. So if it has been created by others like us, why can't we understand that? It's all about we feel like we can't do it, and then we never ever try to do it. And yeah, going live on YouTube is something that helps me face that easily. Never mind. By the way, now I understand the things. What is the best thing? We are able to we created 2 devices. We are monitoring both the devices, and these are the 2. Okay, let's not worry about this. And we can even work on more things. As for right now, let's simply work on creating our own dashboards. So far, what we've been doing, these are the ready dashboards, and right now I'm gonna be creating my own dashboard. So create your first dashboard. That dashboard is gonna be like awesome dashboard. Let's simply click on create. So there's going to be nothing in my dashboard first of all. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be. My dashboard is gonna be looking like. What can I do? I will have to add a new chart. For adding a new chart, I will have to write the query. And how will I get the query? It's easy peasy. If I want to get the query, I will go to the pre-ready chart. First of all, I can understand that simply means once I get the query, I can customize that. Okay, but for that thing I can go to my pre-ready chats, pre-ready charts, and from there I can get it. So suppose first of all I want to get the CPU percentage. So okay, so what will I do? This is the dashboard that I have, all entities, and I will customize it. And for customizing it, I have, this is my first device, and inside this particular device, so this is the CPU percentage. What will I do? I can just simply copy it from here. I can click on the query. This is the query. I can copy this query, and that is it. I'm done. What is the another way? The another way is that add to dashboard. Let's simply click on this, and I'm gonna be selecting my dashboard, this awesome dashboard that I have over here. Once I can just simply click on copy, so this will be copied to my dashboard. So let me click on copy. So this thing automatically going to be copied to my dashboard. What is the next thing? Maybe I want to see my network traffic, so I will click on this. I will click on add to dashboard. I will select my dashboard name, and I can copy from here. What is the another thing? The another thing is that click on this, click on view query, and select the whole query that you have, control C. And once you've done that, go to the dashboard, and inside dashboard, reload the page. Actually you should be getting your dashboard over here that you are not getting. And okay, so this is the awesome dashboard that I have. And if I click on this, so this is the CPU percentage that we are getting. I did it directly, I copied it here. What is the next thing? The next thing is that I can not this one, sorry, close this. I can click on add variable, not add variable. I can click on as add widget, and from here add chart, add text image links. I'm gonna be adding a chart, and I can just simply paste the query that I copied from there. Once I pasted the query, what it is saying, get average transmit bytes per second as this particular name, get receive bytes per second as this particular name from network sample, where entity GUID is this, time series in auto, time series this simply tells the time since then to till now, and time series auto just simply diagrams the graph and all. Let's simply click on run, and what will happen when we click on run? We are getting this particular diagram over here. Great job. Now I can click on add to dashboard, so this particular thing will be added to my dashboard. So I'm actually creating my own dashboards. And right now if you actually have a look over here, so this selects from where? This selects from the first machine. So CPU uses, this is of the first machine. So if I actually click on this and click on view query, so if you actually have a look at this, where GUID, entity GUID is this, that simply means this is the GUID of the first machine. If I go to the second machine, I will be able to I have to just simply change the GUID, and I will be getting the CPU uses of the second machine as well. So let me even do that. So all entities, so far I've been tracking only this machine, then I'm gonna be going to the first one, and from here I will get the GUID of that particular machine, or I can just simply get the entire CPU uses as well. So this is the CPU uses of the first machine. So what will I do? I will just simply view query. This is the GUID of the second machine. So let me copy it from here, control C. I'm gonna be going to my dashboard, and I can click on awesome dashboard, and here I want to see the CPU uses of both the machines at the same place. That is the benefit of having this. So I'm gonna be clicking on this new widget, click on this, enter the query over here, run it. So this is the CPU uses of the another machine, add to dashboard, and this is gonna be added to the dashboard. So now if you have a look over here, I have two CPU percentages, this one and this one. This is the CPU percentage of the second machine, this is the CPU percentage of the first machine. This is how it goes. By the way, the name is not I can change this name, so let me change the name over here. So let me go to the query, CPU used first machine, CPU used, that's it. Let me simply run it, add it to dashboard, select this, copy this, and dismiss this. So okay, let me do one thing, let me delete this. Once this is deleted, apart from this particular thing, I just wanted to edit this query. And when it comes to editing this, so first machine, and how to save this particular thing. For saving this, run it first of all, then apply changes. So what is actually happening, if you hover over this, so you are getting first machine CPU uses, right? So that's what you are getting. Let me be back here and let me edit this too, and this is gonna be second machine. Again, you can name the machine properly, but yeah, you can just simply do it. And this is the GUID, and apart from this particular thing, let's simply run it. Let's simply apply changes. So what is actually happening over here, this is the first CPU, but apart from this particular thing, I'm not getting this title for some reason, so I will be figuring it out. But overall, you are getting this title simply tells that this is gonna be the CPU users. Let me reload the page. And remaining things we can go with the tomorrow as well, but overall should have some confidence ki yeah, we can go through it too. And as today I got that confidence, so tomorrow we will be getting it done too. Second machine CPU user, as you can see it over here. First machine CPU users is this. Well, I don't really have that here for some reason. Okay, but yeah, this way you can just simply have many things at the same place. And apart from this particular thing, you can even delete them. So let me delete them from here. It doesn't really matter. This is your personal dashboard that you created. You can just simply remove the things from here. Not only removing the things, if you click on this alert condition, you can create alert condition, predict intent, get image, view query, copy dashboard, edit, duplicate, and delete. There is something called create alert condition. What is this alert condition? If CPU uses goes over 50%, I should be alerted. Okay, that's great. So CPU percentage this then simply click on next. After that, I have to just simply set it here. So what it is saying, preview chart past 6 hours, set a threshold and adjust your signal. So one critical alert, this is one critical alert, it was 100% and all. And what I want to do, I want to set it at 50%. So how can I set it? This chart is not using stream data, it doesn't account for like null values and signal loss and all. Set threshold, I am trying to set that. I think it's not gonna be set like this. I think I need to click on next. Okay, from here I can do that. So I name your alert condition, alert over 50%. What else? Existing policy or new policy? I'm gonna be creating new policy. Do I have any existing policy? Not really. I don't have any existing policy. Golden signals I have that got created. Okay, new policy. One issue per policy, one issue per condition, one issue per signal. Group all alerts events for this policy into one open issue at a time. Group alert events from each condition into separate issues. Group alert events sharing the same condition and signal. Okay, let's go with the first one. Close open alerts after 5 days. This setting is related to issue when the time periods is in these two settings are different. 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. That will be 3. If I make it 5, enter an alert event time limit of not more than 30 days. So let me make it 5. So what it is saying, this setting is related to the issue setting when the time periods in these two settings are different. Our system uses the shorter time period. For example, if we close open alert event within event time setting in 3 days, the issue time is time setting is 2 days. Our system would wait 2 days before closing the alert event. Go through it again. Close open alert after these many days. So when the time periods in these two settings, there is only one setting, are different, or system uses the shorter time period. For example, if we close open alert event timing settings in 3 days and the issue time is setting is 2 days, or system would wait for 2 days before closing the alert. Okay, great. Let me make it 3, not really big problem. Template, customize this title template, enter a title to use for all alert events. CPU uses alert, get ready for the action, because CPU uses has crossed its limit. Next, name, policy name, CPU uses policy. Setup, dismiss. And where do I want to be notified? I want to be notified in the email, and email subject title, get ready for CPU uses alert. This is optional. And create a new destination. Where do I want to send the email? I want to send the email to vipendrasinghpattel999@gmail.com. So let's simply select this. It is it's not verified, isn't right? How about this current one? Coding the code 999@gmail.com. Is this verified? Turns out this is also not verified, so let me select both of them. VIPENDRASIN Vipendra, yes, INGHPATEL. So 999@gmail.com. Let me select this one as well. Both of them are not verified, so I will have to go to the emails. I must have got an email to verify them, so haven't gone that yet. Newrelic updates, 7 March, 9 March. Bro, spam. Okay, turns out I haven't got that yet. Never mind, let's go to this one as well. Coding the code 999. Virtual Newrelic, it was on 7th March. And spam. Isn't this crazy? And why is this crazy? Because I'm not getting that. Email addresses are okay, but the thing is that name destination, email alert. I think a message will be sent to them automatically. Save the destination. For now, let's simply do that. Once I have this email alert, the following addresses for this destination have not been verified yet. These things haven't been verified, so send me a verification link. So, okay, now I got the verification link, so let's simply click on this, verify the email. Verification has been successful. Let's click on this, verify the email. This thing is done, this thing is done as well. Coming back to this particular section, all of them has been verified. Now if I click on editor, destinations, both of them are going to be verified, that is for sure, because I have verified them. So both of them have been verified. Let's simply update the destination. and once it has been updated, let's simply click on save. And once it's been saved, then what will happen? As soon as the CPU usage goes above 50%, and then I'm gonna be notified. Okay, that's great. Dismiss this, close this. So even we have to know more about APM services and all, but we have done this much. We'll be going through everything tomorrow, but let's try it now. I'm gonna make the CPU users go above which thing am I going with? Which section was that? I was here. Which section? Okay, I was setting the alert condition for the first one. So for this one, I was just simply setting the alert condition. I should be even getting it somewhere, but okay, it's gonna be taking some time to just simply get I mean used to with this particular platform, but alerts, yeah, this was the section. Issues in alert and alert conditions. I must have one. So alert over 55%, this is the alert condition that I have defined on my own. There are some other ones as well that's been actually set up by the platform itself, but this is the one above at least for 5 minutes and all. So what will I do now? I will go into my machine, and right now there are no emails, alert emails. So if I just simply refresh it, similarly I'm gonna be opening this one as well, and there are no thanks, there are no alert emails right now. That's great. What will I do now? I will increase the CPU uses, ls, and cd node ls and node index.js. Let's simply run this. So what will happen? CPU uses is suddenly going to increase. So let's come back to this dashboard, all entities mainly. I'm increasing the CPU usage in this particular machine. So it's around this much. It is suddenly gonna be increasing, that is for sure. So it's all about simply waiting. Meanwhile, I can just simply go into the same machine again, and let me copy the Control Shift C. If I go to this particular machine and run another while loop, it will just simply increase that again. So cd node index and node index.js. By the way, if you check the stop right now, the CPU usage is already around 50% because one of them is running, so half of that, right? So coming back to this particular section, it's slowly increasing, but let's see how much it's going to increase. So what will I do? I'm gonna be just simply refreshing the page, and one core is being used 100%, another one is free, so around 50% is done. So yeah, it is just simply saying that CPU uses 51.5%. So it has already crossed. Am I gonna be getting some emails here? No, it hasn't. I haven't received. Let me make it 100%. Node index.js. Okay. Okay, so I made it 100%, and let's see what's gonna happen this time. So if I go here, come back to this particular section, this is automatically going to be 100%, and I should be sent an email. I'm not sent, but definitely alerts. I should be alerted, right? Your CPU percentage has reached now it is around 74% or something, and I'm just simply monitoring this. Aja bhai. Okay. I think I'm missing something. Otherwise, I should definitely be informed about the CPU uses. Okay, never mind. Let it go for a while. And I'm going to go to the alert section. So this is the alert section. I have an alert policy. Then alert conditions. So 50% creating a warm chase. Let's simply select this. Alert over 50%. This is the alert for what? This is the alert for signal value. Signal value of what? I think this is for CPU percentage. That's right. So no problem as such. So alert policies. I have CPU uses policy that I have created, and one critical warning threshold. I haven't set a warning threshold 50%. How to set that even? I don't know this thing. Oh bro, review your NRQL. How can I set this? Oh man. How to set the condition here? Insane. Anyway, view code, terraform, query with this, create a nerd, update with nerd graph, delete with nerd graph. I don't ask me to do this. Review your NRQL and one critical alert event. Critical. This chart is not for using. See your docs. This is the condition. At least I should be given some option. To just simply add the alert. But it turns out I seem to have no option to add the alert. How to add the alert here? Save condition. So edit alert condition. Bro, I'm trying to do the same thing. Trying to edit this alert condition. How this condition system works here? There is no alert condition. Because of that thing, I'm never being alerted. Query data, threshold. Tell us where to look. This is where you have to look when it comes to threshold. So set threshold and adjust your signal. So I have to set threshold. How to set a threshold? Two critical alerts. I have to know exactly how this alerting thing works. Two critical alerts because both the time it reached 100%. See your docs. Will I have to write the code to just simply set the alert? No, this is not the right way. There should be GUI, graphical user interface है. मर गए भाई, नीचे भी स्क्रॉल कर लेता. Sorry. Window duration, that's gonna be around 3 minutes. When query returns a value above 1 for at least 3 minutes, and window duration is gonna be 1. In 1 minute window duration, data aggregation, and event flow, static, critical, when a query returns a value above 1 for at least above 50%. So when a query returns a value above 50% for at least 3 minutes, for at least 1 minute, 1 minute, so I'm gonna be going with 1. Ignore the threshold when determining health. Yeah, so this is the 50%. Delay is gonna be 2 minutes. Okay, let's what is this? Delay is how long we wait for events that belong in each aggregation window. Depending on your data, a longer delay may increase accuracy, but delay notifications, so I want to set it to 1 minute. Don't delay it a lot. Let's say I can't set it 0. Let's not set it to 0, but overall things are fine, and let's simply save the condition. So the condition has been saved. The threshold that I have, that is 50% right now, and the thing is that it has already crossed that. So let's simply close this, and here we are. CPU users alert, impacted policy alert over 50%. So you are just simply getting that, bro. The server that you had, the CPU users has already gone over 50%. So wake up, Sid. It's show time and get it fixed. And this is how it just simply goes. I'm informed on this email as well as on this one, and it is just simply critical priority issue is active, CPU users alert. And I can even close the issue, that's another case. But one alert event impact is this particular device is impacted, and policy name is CPU users policy, condition is alert over this. This is the NRQL, the way we have SQL, the same way NRQL. Okay, condition, get ready for action because CPU users has crossed this limit. Okay, amazing job, actually nothing could be better. And this is some more text related to that, and that is it. This is how it just simply goes. So ultimately, yeah, we've done it. Yeah, we just missed that. Initially we missed the threshold condition, and right now as we did that, so it worked. So we have gone through many things. First of all, we set up this Newrelic for 2 devices. First one using Docker, second one using directly Linux, and then we have even talked about all the entities. Even you can just monitor node process. We are just monitoring our host, we are monitoring 2 devices, and there can be many things. We have generated our own dashboard, and apart from that thing, we have even enabled alert. We have customized the dashboard. Apart from this particular thing, there are pre-ready dashboards as well. So if you just set up Newrelic infrastructure agent, okay, not this one, sorry, I can just simply start any one of these. Let's simply click on done, and what will it do? It will use the same dashboard created, view simply dashboard, and this is the new dashboard that I've got. And this dashboard simply shows me the things a bit better way, or just call it a better or anything. But this is again a customized dashboard. You can just simply create the dashboard as per your choice, and this is the dashboard that is being used for everything else. Okay, so this is how it's going on. We've even talked about the what is that thing called? We've even talked about how to raise the issues. Last but not the least, I talked about something and I've forgotten that. And what was that? Sending emails. I mean, that is the only thing. So we are even getting notified and all, and that is it. What is gonna be happening tomorrow? Tomorrow we are gonna be integrating other agents in the sense we will be monitoring our node process. So there's a lot we can monitor node. We can monitor quite a lot of stuff here. These are the collections that we have, so we are gonna monitoring the things one by one and what not. Okay, so this is how we will be just simply exploring it. The good thing is that I was actually scared of going through this thing because it looked scary initially, like, oh my god, so there are so many things, so many collections, how am I even gonna be integrating them and all. Right now it's okay, it does make sense. Okay, by the way, that was it for now. How long has it been? 53 minutes, around 1 hour. And as for, let me just stop these instances because they were just for the learning purpose. I will be just simply I will be stopping them here so that I can just simply restart them again. So can stop, same thing I will be going with this. So let's simply stop this particular instance as well, And there's a lot in the sense, there's one more thing, that is there is a website called coder.com. So what does this website do? So if you click on install coder, so they give you some Docker code, Docker images. In those Docker images, if you run, you will be getting those Docker images are the images of VS Code. Some of them is of VS Code, some of them is some other. But yeah, if you click on Docker, come on home. So yeah, what do they say? Ecosystem. So they provide you the ecosystem that can be Backstage, that can be VS Code, that can be JetBrains, that can be this. So if you actually click on VS Code, what will they say? They're just simply saying, bro, don't worry about anything. Just simply do one thing, GitHub Copilot, let's not worry about that. From Coder Enterprise Base Ubuntu, use root, run mkdir this, and this, and this. So ultimately what they do, they are just simply saying coder.com enterprise base Ubuntu, okay. Download and install VS Code extensions into the container. So they are just simply saying you have to run this particular Docker file, and then what will this do? It will automatically create a VS Code interface, and that will be running on your browser. So ultimately you have to just simply create a EC2 machine so that it is actually deployed on the internet, or you can even run it on the your local host machine. And in that case, this will be the way you run any file, like any project on localhost. The same way you can run it on localhost, and you will be accessing VS Code on your browser, and that will be running on localhost. So this is how it's gonna be going on. And similarly, you can do the same on an EC2 machine, and in this way, the code, the actual file will be running in that particular EC2 machine, virtual machine, and you will be able to access the VS Code directly on your machine. Not only you, others will be able to do the same thing. So this is really something good. And cursor windsurf, if I click on VS Code, so it provides VS Code. Similarly, it provides web terminal, so you can even create terminals online. They will not be locally, they will be on your here on your browser. And if you just make any folder, so that folder will be made on your particular EC2 machine. JetBrains IDs, so you can even get them directly. So ultimately, all these things, we have anti-gravity, windsurf, cursor. So it's like you will have your own cursor running in an EC2 machine, or you can run that locally. So they just provide this. So coder.code, and secure environments where devs and agents work in parallel, whatever. They just simply talk about all these things. So ultimately, this is how the things go on. What is the next step? The next step is pretty simple. The next step is pretty simple. Tomorrow, of course, first of all, I have to focus on that particular EC2, Google Meet clone. Let's simply get that done as soon as possible. And apart from that particular thing, we will learn more about it, more about this, what is this called, Newrelic and all. So thank you very much for being here with me. I'm going to be catching up soon. Until then, take care, bye-bye, and see you.